In the heart of a lively town called Oackhaven, cobblestone streets awoke each morning with a cheerful hum. Sunlight spilled over colorful market stalls, painting the old buildings in warm, golden hues. The air buzzed with happy sounds. Children laughed as they chased pigeons, and merchants called out their wares, their voices blending into a joyful song. A most wonderful smell often drifted through the town, a sweet and yeasty aroma. It was the scent of fresh bread, warm from the ovens of the town bakery, inviting everyone to come closer. Amidst all this cheerful clamor, an old man named Elias sat quietly. He was a beggar, a silent part of the bustling morning scene. Elias was often found hunched against a cold stone wall in the market square. He seemed to shrink into himself, trying to be as small and unnoticed as possible. His clothes were old and worn, patched many times over, telling a long story of hardship. They offered little warmth against the morning chill. His face was a map of life's difficult journeys, etched with deep lines of worry and sadness. His eyes held a faraway look, as if remembering brighter days. Next to him, a small, dented tin cup lay on the ground. It was almost always empty, a silent testament to his daily struggle. In Oackhaven lived a young boy named Thomas, known throughout the town for his gentle spirit. His heart was as warm as the fresh bread from the bakery. Thomas had a special kindness for everyone, especially those who seemed to have less. He always looked for ways to make someone's day a little brighter. He often shared his own lunch with the stray cats and dogs that roamed the alleys. A small piece of his sandwich or a bite of apple was a regular treat for them. Thomas was also quick to help the elderly carry their heavy baskets or cross the busy streets. He believed that a helping hand was always a good thing. Every morning, Thomas walked past Elias on his way to his apprenticeship at the bakery. He was learning to bake just like his father and grandfather before him. As he hurried by, Thomas couldn't help but notice Elias's quiet suffering. The old man never asked for anything, but his stillness spoke volumes. Thomas often saw a flicker of something lost deep within Elias's weary eyes. It was a spark that seemed almost extinguished, a memory of joy long past. He wondered what stories those eyes held, what dreams had faded, and what kindness Elias might have once known. The sight always stayed with Thomas. One crisp morning, Thomas found himself unable to simply walk past Elias again. The thought of the old man's silent hunger weighed heavily on his kind heart. He realized that he had to do something, anything to offer a moment of comfort. Passing by felt wrong when he knew he could help. With a deep breath and a determined step, Thomas changed his usual route. He walked directly towards Elias, his heart beating a little faster with purpose. He knew this small act might not change everything, but it was a start. It was a way to show that someone cared. Thomas approached Elias with a warm, freshly baked loaf of bread in his hands. It was still warm from the bakery oven, wrapped in a simple cloth. "Good morning, sir," Thomas said softly, his voice clear and kind. "This bread is for you. Please take it." Elias looked up, his eyes wide with surprise. He had not expected such a gentle greeting, nor such a generous offer. His hand, thin and trembling slightly, slowly reached out. He took the warm loaf, his fingers brushing Thomas's. Elias brought the bread close, inhaling its comforting scent. Then, with a profound hunger that Thomas had never witnessed before, he began to eat. Thomas sat down quietly beside Elias, not saying another word. He simply offered a small, comforting smile, letting his presence speak of care. From that day forward, Thomas made it a point to share his lunch with Elias every single day. It became a cherished part of his morning routine. Sometimes it was a piece of warm bread, other times a juicy apple or a handful of sweet berries. Each offering was given with a gentle hand. Thomas didn't just bring food. He brought kind words and a listening ear. He would sit with Elias, sharing quiet moments and simple conversations. He learned that sometimes just being there, truly seeing someone, was as important as any gift of food. It nourished the spirit as well as the body. Slowly, almost imperceptibly, a wonderful change began to bloom in Elias. It was like watching a flower open after a long winter. His deep lines on his face seemed to soften, and occasionally, a faint shy smile would touch his lips. His eyes held a little more light. Elias began to share stories, his voice raspy at first, then growing stronger. He spoke of grand adventures from his youth, of travels to faraway lands. He shared tales of loss, of a family he once loved, and the difficult circumstances that had led him to the market square. Thomas listened with an open heart. Thomas, in turn, shared his own dreams of becoming a master baker, of creating delicious treats that would bring joy to everyone in Oackhaven. He understood that kindness truly nourished both body and soul. Their bond, forged in empathy and shared humanity, grew stronger with each passing day, proving that even the smallest act of kindness can change a life forever.